Right, hello. You assume it's working all fine. Not sure why, but the last few times I've like started streams, it doesn't seem to like start. I have to close it and come back again. So yeah, we're just in Ueno today. I've really not had the energy to go anywhere the last couple of days. Though I'm going to Niigata tomorrow. It's been the first time visiting the West Coast. I swear that guy on the bicycle then was, oh I forgot his name, but it's like a really famous neurosurgeon. Well, I say really famous. I'm pretty sure it is, because he's such a unique sort of look to it. Doctor Strange. No, not actual like neuroscience. So he doesn't get his fingers messy. But he does like these little YouTube videos, and he's always looking like he's fucking suffocating to death. I don't know if it's like he's just been for a run, and because he's like an older guy, he's just there like panting like that, whilst talking about like, I don't know, whatever nonsense. At first he seemed a bit interesting, but then he just started like going on about Elon Musk, saying he was awesome and stuff, and it's like, oh my god. Just like stick to fucking science, don't try and like get a free Tesla. I don't know what he's thinking. I remember going to that KFC there in 2017. Back then they were doing like a meal where you got like 2 burgers and everything, which was good. It's a lot cooler out at the moment during the night, which is nice. Probably a good thing, to be honest, rather than going out in the day where it just gets ridiculously warm. So I need to get around to uploading some of the old streams to YouTube. I did download them all the other day. It was like, what, 45 or something to get on. And they were like an hour long. motorists. So I think one thing I do love with the streaming is, well, just Japan in general, is even if we go down to Ueno like 10 times, there's still so many places you can see that we've not been down before, such as this alleyway here. It fucking smells really bad, but it's a pretty cool alleyway. Oh my god, it really smells. It's like a mixture of like all the restaurants, like their exhaust. So it's like fish, ramen stock, mouldy vegetable. Oh, that's just noodles, like the most intense smell of noodles. Looks like a film set, yeah. Definitely does. Oh look, it's all covered up. Shame the current burger at Burger King is shrimp whopper. Don't want a shrimp whopper. Yeah. It could literally be anything, but no, let's put shrimp on it. I'm thinking I might get Wendy's breakfast tomorrow, though, before going to Niigata. I have to try and stream in Niigata. I didn't end up streaming in Hiroshima, mostly because when I flew over, it's like you can't have your battery pack in your hand luggage. That phone's already dying badly enough. Eventually we'll get across. So since we're sort of heading in the direction, we might as well have a walk past the school that I went to. Might as well. I mean, back when I first was streaming, I was like, wouldn't have wanted to have done that for like privacy, but now that I don't go to that school, might as well walk past it. Not that it's exciting, it's literally like any of these buildings are. But there's some cool places nearby. Specialist burger over there, which whenever you insult Moss Burger, people are like, oh, you should go to Freshman's Burger. And Freshman's Burger's shit as well. If you want a good burger for cheap, you want to go to Dom Dom Burger. And if you want a really good burger, you gotta go to JB's near the Yoyogi Park. So that building there is a really good curry house. It's just an old man and old woman in their like 90s or something. They do a fantastic curry. Definitely recommend. Johnny Somali and Spidey? No, I did not. I'm confused. Where is that, Steve? Because I have no idea who those people are. Yeah, I've got absolutely no idea. Ooh, big streamers unlike myself. Wow. big streamers unlike yourself. Oh, alright, Steve. Such unlike yourself. Oh, fuck me. I mean, I don't know who they are. Still, I'll be honest. I don't actually watch streams. I mean, you know, for starters, I can live it myself. At least for now. Maybe show some respect, and you're telling me to show some respect to your streamer buddies. You seem to have quite a bit of parasocial relationship going on there. You've got to defend your favourite streamers, to some random guy who's currently got 4 people watching him, one of which is you. Oh, thanks for the follow. Guys, it's a cat on a lead. Oh, good old cats. It's nice to see them getting out. I think there's too many inside only cats, which you really love your guts. Cats do love to go outside. You do sometimes see them wandering about, but you can't tell if they're like stray cats or not. There's definitely some wonky ones around Ueno Park, like missing legs and stuff. Bless them. Yeah. See, we tried our cat on a lead back home in the UK. She was like, nah, no lead. So this is the Lawson I would go to after class, or in between. Well, we had like 10 minutes in between classes. It was such a pain in the arse going and getting anything. It's like you could go and get something. It's hard to go and get something and eat it and go to the toilet. Groceries expert? No. Food's cheap. Definitely Food's really cheap, to be fair. I mean, realistically, you could eat out every day, especially if you've got a job. Or, you know, it's like, it is cheap, maybe like £3 for a meal. Obviously, probably not the best meals for £3, but pretty much anything costs up to £6 for like just all sorts of food. I mean, if you're gonna make stuff yourself, yeah, you get all sorts of cheap stuff. Okay, so this is the school. Well, the building next to it, which is completely covered, that suggests it's getting knocked down, which is a shame because it used to have the vending machines outside. Like an old man would come out of a little door there and he'd top them up with drinks. One of them was beer, and we weren't supposed to drink beer in the school, but he knew what we wanted. But yeah, one day they all just vanished, all the vending machines, leaving behind just like an empty space, which was sad. But 7-Eleven across the street did just open, so I feel like they might have pressured them away. But it made it better than going to the Lawson snacks between class. Yeah, this is the school itself. Yeah, quite depressing, and it's covered in scaffolding. Maybe to protect it from the building next door getting knocked down, I assume. Unless it's getting renovated itself. Oh god, I hope it's not. It's supposed to be refunding me when I leave Japan. Not a lot of money, because they're like arseholes, but I should get a little bit back. But if it's fucking closed, that'll be good. But yeah, quite a depressing building to go to school in. And it was. So yeah, I used to go to the Conveni, for Lawson. I like to get in a piece of chicken with this like cheese bread. You split the cheese bread in half, stick a piece of chicken inside. I was doing that once, and like a kid walked past and he saw me and he started going, "Oh wow!" He was like so impressed. I put chicken inside a cheese bun. But sadly, I haven't seen Lawson doing that cheese bun in a while. It's really good. Oh, thanks for the follow. Done 559. So yeah, sometimes on the other breaks, if I'd already eaten, I'd just wander up here. Oh yeah. It's the building with the little space for the van. It's like perfectly shaped for the van. But yeah, I'd sometimes walk around here to the there's like a lesser known conveni called Aeon My Fresh Basket. Such a long name. I think Aeon's like a bigger supermarket, whereas My Fresh Basket is like the smaller version. And it's sort of like a conveni but with a bit more grocery sort of stuff. Should probably walk up there, to be fair. You can imagine what the conveni's like. It's like all the other ones, but sort of maroon coloured with like fruit and veg. But they would sell like a knockoff of Calorie Mate, which is like this high energy shortbread biscuit, which I absolutely love. You know, the knockoff was really good value because calorie, mate, is like over 100 yen for just 2 biscuits. If you want 4 biscuits, it's like 250 yen. But these knockoff ones, you could get 4 for 90 yen or something. Really good deal. And they basically tasted the same. Yeah, let's go up there. 100 yen is currently about 55 pence. So my general phone box being here was like 10,000 yen was about 60 quid. But it's actually gone down quite a bit, which is good. It's closer to like £55 an hour. And 10,000 yen is like the nice amount that you can get out of the 7-Eleven ATMs and get them all in 1,000 yen bills, which is a bit like having 10 fivers, or at the time 6 quids as a note, but they're 5.50 now. Japan's. Yeah, a lot of Japan's very quiet. It's interesting. It definitely gets louder in more busier sort of places. If you walked up to Akihabara, it's probably still quite lively. Definitely Shinjuku and Shibuya. Ikabuku is quite busy, maybe not too much at this time. It can be. It's for cigarette vending machines. Yeah, there's so many little tiny shops. It can be hard to like know when they're open because they don't seem to like update Google Maps, if you will. Probably because it's like old people, usually them 90 odd years old, owning the shop for the last 60 years or something. So you just have to sort of wing it sometimes. I've definitely tried to go to some places and it's like, oh yeah, it will be open till 3 PM, turn up and it's shut at like 1:30. Let's see, what's the other messages? Heading there soon. That is nice. User 827, lots of other numbers. Love you, Gregs. Wish they had Gregs in Japan. Yeah, Gregs in Japan. I've been quite good with like making some stuff myself. I do full English quite easily, even though they don't really sell British bacon here. But if you get Japanese bacon or pork loin and just like salt it up a lot, it kind of works. Did do a full English, not a full English, a Sunday roast the other week. You can mostly do that fine. Yorkshire puddings were a bit hard to do without an oven. We don't really have ovens here. But you can go get fish and chips and play some Roppongi, and there's the Hog Goblin pub, which is quite good for all sorts really. There's the chain called the Hub, but for food it's a bit crap, but decent for drinks, especially if you're missing like cider. Pasties, there's quite a few places in Roppongi I've not really gone because they're usually Cornish pasties, and I'm not a fan of Cornish pasties. I prefer like a steak bake or cheese and onion or chicken bake. I just find the Cornish pasty to be a bit, I don't know, the pepper flavour of it is a bit much. Right, what else have we had? Do I enjoy it here? Yes, I do. I enjoy it a lot. yeah, it's a lot safer. I've got a lot more confidence to be able to sort of do stuff. I think in the UK can be quite a bit of fear, because just being a little different, the likelihood that you might get harassed is quite big, whereas here in Japan, at least for gaijin, we sort of get away with it. People might look at you if that's like the worst thing, but as long as you're not like being obnoxious, you can pretty much do anything. I think it's quite different for the Japanese themselves. From what I've heard, it can be quite hard with like family and jobs, can be quite judgmental, which ain't very good. But yeah, for us, you can definitely be yourself, which is nice. What else has been said? Scottish Highlands, so no Greggs. That is, honestly, that's fair, because Scotland's still got like significantly better bakeries than Greggs. It's like, I like Greggs, but it's got nothing on the independent ones, and sadly most of the independent ones have been closed down in England, replaced with Greggs and Couplands. Whereas yeah, if you go to Scotland, you got all your classic independent ones. Just fantastic sort of homemade pastries, and yeah, Scotland's definitely got the good stuff. Yeah, you can definitely sort of get away with it. I mean, I think maybe be a bit harder in terms of work and stuff, depending on the sort of stuff you do. Just sort of going about and stuff, yeah, perfectly fine. Plus there's just lots of sort of options in Japan for like, and loads of fun stuff to do. There's always activities and events, and you know, like karaoke, you can go do that. There's all the arcades and stuff. Because I think in the UK it can get a bit hard for the entertainment side of stuff, because everything's either so priced out of most people's ranges, or it's so like one of the best activities is like crazy golf. If you ever go to like Spain or places in Europe and you can just play a little bit of crazy golf, it costs like €1. Whereas in the UK, rather than just standard crazy golf, we have like these ridiculous 3D, 4D ones, and they cost you like 15 quid to get in, and you have to wear like 3D glasses, and it's all dark and kids are screaming and everything. I don't know, it just seems to be like a weird sort of extremeness in the UK sometimes. Yes, let's go to Volcano Golf. That one near XK though does look good, for the pirate one, but it's closed down, hasn't it? We should buy a crazy golf and live inside it. I mean, talking of bakeries, they do have quite a lot of bakeries in Japan. Usually it's more your sort of sweet stuff, but they do have a lot of things, sort of like weird sort of horns with hot dogs inside and bacon thing, and There's a fair bit of savoury stuff. But yeah, usually it's like melon pan and chocolate breads and stuff like that. Oh look, it's the sriracha vending machine. Is it for some sort of sriracha shortage at the moment? I don't think there's going to be a shortage of this fish in a bowl. Oh, I keep seeing rats. I know you're saying it's clean and like you're right, but oh, there's another one. Did you see it? There's a lot of rats in Tokyo. It's not surprising because cities will always have tons of rats, but still. But yeah, bakery stuff. I'd say it's like closer to what you get in Europe. It's like French and German bakeries. Yeah, I really hope the rats don't get inside the food. Won't be good. Interesting building with some plants on. I think they're fake plants. Talking of plant covered building, totally forgot to post it the other day. When I was coming back from Hiroshima, going to the airport, there was a building completely covered in plants. Like the building was green. Like you'd almost not notice it was there. Yeah, it was so cool. Don't know if the picture's good enough though, because I was like going past it on the train. Yeah, it definitely does. Love all the little trinkets and stuff people have outside their house. I sort of feel like you can't do that in the UK because people would break it instantly. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not really minimalist. My room's an absolute tip. I'd say some of the Japanese houses are a lot bigger than people make out. Especially compared to the UK. I feel like we've got really small houses in the UK. Because Japan, when you start going like outside of Tokyo, the family houses seem like quite decent. Maybe not like as much in terms of like American houses. I think Americans have the best houses. A huge garden and everything, can fit 20 cars outside. That's good. Getting it tidied. Yeah, I need to get better with tidying up. It always seems to be this sort of enormous task. You either sort of don't do it, or you do it too much. You try and do like little bits of cleaning more often. part of the thing with me is it it doesn't like feel like cleaning unless you're like properly seeing the difference. But that means you have to like leave it until it gets really filthy. I mean, you can clean it and you can see that contrast. Whereas really you're supposed to clean it before it gets filthy, which seems difficult. Oh no, it's warm again now. It was quite a cool breeze earlier, but I don't know if it's the positioning of the buildings, but it feels quite stifling at the moment. Oh no, what comment has been filtered? Type in F. The filter thing's so bad. I think one nice thing in Japan is like, when you were saying earlier about all the little shops, there's just tons of tiny little businesses that have been going on for like years, or someone set it up and it's just a little tiny hovel. Whereas like in the UK it's gotten so hard for people to like have shops and stuff. You'll walk into like town and there'll be so many closed units. You'll think, oh well, someone could set a bit of a cafe up there or something. But then they can't, because the rent is so ridiculously high. You can't do anything sort of standard or normal in the UK. It has to be this over the top, ridiculous sort of thing. Just a little cafe wouldn't work in the UK anymore, which is insane. used to be a little swimming pool over there. Oh no, Jonathan's. Yeah, I love Japanese food. Yeah, not a big seafood fan, so I don't really eat much sushi. But they do have meat sushi here, which is quite cool. Yeah, no, I love Japanese food as well. I mean, my main food I eat is curry, both Japanese and Indian, but some Japanese food I particularly like. There's katsudon, that's really good. Just like katsu and omelette on top of rice. Yakiniku is like the best thing ever. You know, again, yeah, little bits of meat on the barbecue. You can get that really cheap here. There's called yakiniku like. It's like 500 yen, so like £3. Yakitori, chicken on a stick. Yeah. So there's your Japanese curry, which is quite nice and homely. But then there's plenty of Indian restaurants too. You can get a really good deal at those, especially on a lunchtime. And I've been cooking myself a fair bit more in sort of recent months. Quite like making enchiladas. It's really tasty. I made a burger the other day, that was good. Yeah, it's quite funny because when I went to take the GLBT language test, like the vast majority of people there taking the test were Indian. Oh, good old enchiladas with plenty of cheese. There's a nice place called Hotomoto. They do like bento boxes, little lunchtime things. The one I usually get from there is like a piece of chicken, thin bits of steak and a sausage, top of some rice. Then you got the conveni food, which it's good for a snack or a lunchtime sort of thing. But yeah, there's lots of choice with the Family Mart and 7-Eleven. There's a place called Yayoi. They do unlimited rice, which is really good. So you'll get like your set meal, and then they've got like a machine that dispenses rice. And just going up and get as much as you need. It is hot. I'd say it's a lot better than it has been, but I don't know if that's just because I'm coming out at night today. I'll see tomorrow when I go out during the day. But yeah, it is, you end up like sweating quite a lot, which ain't good. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend coming to Japan during the summer. Late September's probably good. I'd probably more recommend like October, November. So yeah, there seems to be anime here. Don't know what, if it's just someone's house. Interesting. It's funny when you just find things like that and it's like, is that just decoration, or is the guy that fucking draws it in there the artist himself? On that note, there's Ultraman over here. Oh yeah, but it's nice and cool. I definitely would like to be in a cooler place at the moment. Look guys, it's Ultraman, he's here. Japan doesn't really have much in terms of benches. Occasionally you'll find those, sort of flattened rocks. Here's one of the lesser known convenies. Mini stop. It's a bit shit, but they do good ice cream. Like, way better ice cream than other places. So go to mini stop for an ice cream. And to be fair, their chicken's quite good too. Oh, thanks for the follow, Sean. Can you have one, what, a mini stop ice cream? Yes, you can. I love the extra thin vending machines. So tiny. And then you got your cigarette ones next to it. vending machines are pretty good. I mean, I just love to be able to get a drink for like, you know, 100 yen, which is really good. So this restaurant here, I used to walk past it every day when I was going to the school, and there was a guy on the fence, like streaming every single day to TikTok, advertising the restaurant. There's an onsen which I've not been to yet. I should go to this one at some point. It's probably quite a small one, but you can hear the water splashing about. Yeah, I need to go there before I leave. I usually go to my local one, which is quite good. We were doing a matcha bath the other week, so it's all green. How's it there now? It's pretty good, Sean. It's pretty good. Yeah, vending machines in the UK just don't work, ever. No one's got any faith in them. Because like the amount of times you put money in and the item just doesn't come out, and then it's expensive as well, like £2 for a bottle of Coke. More even. But I said, it's like they work every single time. And you can get a full bottle of drink for like 60p. That's nice, Sean. That's nice. I wish you luck. Seeing that poster or whatever, I'm not quite sure what it's about. Any of the shops open 24/7? So all the convenies, so Family Mart, 7-Eleven, everything, that's all 24/7, and they're everywhere, so you'll always be close to something. A lot of standard shops, I'd say, close about 8 p.m, which is quite late. Restaurants, sort of depends where you are, sort of busier areas, they'll stay open a lot longer. Others, especially like quite more rural places, even though when I say rural I mean less built up, they'll often close at 3 p.m, and then open up again at 5 p.m, and only really stay open a few hours. Oh wow, that building there, you can see weird sort of dolls. Or at least the outlines. But yeah, you're mostly looking at convenience, staying open all night. McDonald's, I think a lot of McDonald's is open all night. Which is pretty standard, I guess, for McDonald's. Yes, Sean, I do live here. At least for the moment. I will be going back to the UK in 2 weeks. Oh god. 2 weeks on Thursday. Oh, McDonald's isn't that bad. It's alright for a snack. See, McDonald's breakfast is good. Yeah, it's nice. So it is kind of hard. You kind of do need to know Japanese. You need to be really good at that, I think, to be able to sort of live more permanently, especially in terms of like opportunities and stuff. But if you're willing to like teach English to kids, there's quite a lot of English teaching jobs for kids. Not as many for adults. Not for for teaching kids English. There's more of that job than there is teaching adults English. I mean, it does exist, but not quite as much. So yeah, IT is a big one. If you've got any IT skills, like quite big IT skills, I would probably say, like if you can program, or if you're big in cyber security, I think there's quite a lot of jobs going there. I think you kind of still need quite a bit of Japanese to sort of get in to those jobs, but I think once you're sort of in, they're a lot more English focused. I think one of my friends that works there, the only thing he really struggles with is meetings. Meetings can be really hard, but emails and day-to-day sort of work, you can get on quite well using like translators and stuff and that sort of things. Have I learned it? No, it's that's what I was doing here. I was at Japanese language school learning Japanese, but they are really shit. They're just not. They're not good at teaching. It's very much I don't know quite say scam, but it's a bit they want your money and that's a sort of thing. And it all sort of comes down to it's all sort of your responsibility to learn, and obviously it's always going to come back to what sort of effort you can put in, but I don't know, the sort of quality of the teaching was so low, and you couldn't really complain because it just sort of came back on you. It was like, oh well, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. But even if you did do that, it wouldn't work, and then it'd just be another sort of thing. And even so obviously myself struggled quite a lot with it, but other people that were a lot better, like my Chinese friends, and he's just passed N2, by the way, so he can definitely speak Japanese really well. He hated the school, probably even more than I did. I mean, he left like the entire semester before I did. So that sort of proves that he was really good at it. He was putting a lot of effort in. He can speak Japanese well, but he still had lots of complaints about the school. So I can't recommend going to a Japanese school because it is really shit. But learning Japanese is really important. I don't know, it's kind of a tough one. I definitely found one-on-one tutoring to be quite helpful. My same Chinese friends, the times when we did sit down and he helped me with stuff, it really helped. He was so much better than the teachers were. But getting a one-on-one tutor is kind of hard, especially when you're having to get to school every day. But I'd recommend trying to get a one-on-one tutor before coming. Yeah, I'm coming back to the UK permanently. It's I left for school in July, I think. You basically get 3 months before you have to leave or find a job, and I've not really been successful finding a job, which it would be a lot better if you're willing to teach English. But I was so sort of burnt out being in the classroom setting for the last God knows how many months. The thought of like being the teacher is just, I don't know, awful. And especially teaching kids, I don't think I could. Yeah, I definitely recommend anyone who's wanting to come and live in Japan get into a good position learning Japanese before you even come. At least be in a position where you're sort of confident in the sort of methods of learning, where you've got a structure in place and you know it's working for you. And I'd honestly recommend people be N5 before coming. Though for anyone who's coming now, a little bit better because of the COVID restrictions being lifted, so it'd be a lot easier to get a working holiday visa. It just gives you that bit more freedom. So if you're like 18 to 30, you can get a working holiday visa, which basically means you can do whatever you want. You can work up to 28 hours a week, you can go to school, you can act as if it's a holiday for up to 2 years. I sadly couldn't get that visa because they weren't doing them at COVID. And then they suddenly started doing them. I was already in the process of getting student visa. Part of me was like, well, I do know I need to learn Japanese, so I was still like, well, the school's going to be good. School's shit. Oh no, this is good. I love this. So this is the post office. Got a little display. Oof, streaming for an hour and 12 minutes. Nice. And on that note, it is time to call it here. So it's been good. I'll try and stream tomorrow when I'm in Niigata. I'm not sure what will happen. Maybe I'll do another out of the Shinkansen stream window thing. It's like what I did when I was last on the Shinkansen. Plugged my phone in and literally streamed it out the window for the entire journey. Can't really talk at that point, but that was a fun stream. You really get to see a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.